Hello everyone, Thempire in here with more new cards. And we've got Megalith, everyone's favorite ritual archetype, Megalith. Unless your favorite ritual archetype is like Mitsurugi, or maybe like Cyber Angels, or potentially Vendread. But other than that, it's probably Megalith. Maybe you like Drytron. I don't know. There's a lot of really cool Necros, ritual archetypes these days, but Voiceless Voice. People love Voiceless Voice. We got new Megalith though, and Megalith hasn't had a new card since Fool, which was a long time ago. So let's check out what the new cards are doing. We're going snakes. We're going snakes. Everything's turning snakes. Megalith Frochu, Earth Rock Ritual. So the cool thing about the Megaliths is that Megaliths are simultaneously ritual monsters, but also ritual spells. They're one in the same. They come together. So that's like their gimmick, if you didn't already know. Let's see what these do with that. It's level 4 with 2000 attack, 300 defense. You can ritual summon this card with any Megalith card. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. Can activate the first and second effect of this card's name in the same chain. If this card is ritual summon, you can add a Megalith card from your graveyard to your hand, so that lets you recycle some of your Megaliths that you've attributed for cost of your ritual summons, which is cool. During the main phase, quick effect, you can ritual summon a Megalith ritual monster from your graveyard. So it also lets you ritual summon from the graveyard too. So I guess this can get you back the it can get you back like the quick plays and stuff like that. The spell traps of Megalith, which they do have, even though they've replaced their ritual spells with the ritual monsters. They also have some ritual. They have some good spells that you might actually want to play. You can ritual summon a Megalith ritual monster from your graveyard, except for Frochu by distributing monster from your hand or field whose levels equal or exceed the level of the monster, including this card in the field. Okay, that seems like a fine card. We got a level 12 ritual, 3700 attack, 2700 defense. Notre Pleura, and again we're going snakes. It's Orochi. We're going everything eventually turns into an Orochi when it comes to this card game. You can ritual summon this card with any Megalith card. Must be ritual summoned using only ritual monsters. Interesting restriction. You can only use the second and first effect first and second effect of this card once per turn. Reveal this card in your hand. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Megalith ritual monster's effects for the rest of this turn. Fun. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can negate the activation. If you do destroy that card, know that card. If that effect targeted a card on the field, treat a monster your opponent controls. That's funny. Oh, so this is a negate, an omni negate, and then also if it targets, you get to tribute a monster your opponent controls. That's so mean. That's so mean. What the fuck? Here's a continuous spell. It's the little angels from the thing, but their snake is being destroyed. The snake on them is being destroyed. Megalith Anastasis. Continuous spell. You can only use the first effect of this card name once per turn. You can discard a card, add a level 4 or lower and 8 or higher Megalith monsters from your deck to your hand. Cute. That gets you the little guys and the big guys, which is basically what you want. Once per turn, if you ritual a Megalith monster, you can activate one of these effects. You can only use each of these effects of this card's name once per turn. Draw 2 cards, discard 1. Tribute a monster your opponent controls. Is this good? Yes, I think so. I mean, hell, the first effect makes the card cycle for 2 Megalith guys to do stuff with. Then the second effect then like pluses you. It's a once per turn, but it's every turn because Fool is a quick effect ritual. This is a good card. I think this is a decent card at least. Frochu seems fine. Notre Pleura seems crazy, but requires some amount of setup. I didn't realize I already had this loaded. Okay, Megalith. So Bathor is like the good one. Target cards your opponent controls. Up to number of ritual monsters with different names. Your graveyard, destroy them. It's pretty nice. I guess they had a targeting negate. Okay, Aratron is a targeting negate. Oh, it looks like Aratron, like Natural Plura, kind of looks like an upgraded version of Aratron. In fact, that's not what I wanted. Well, you got flashbanged anyway. Sorry about that. Hagith adds the spell trap. Oak draws a card and discards a card. I don't even remember Oak. That's the thing. And yeah, no, Oak's the one that's being messed around with in here, like corrupted by this crystalline thing. Not sure exactly what's going on in the lore here. Ophiel adds a monster. Phaleg lets you ritual summon on the field, and then also it's the one that really can make your guys big and able to hit in for a decent amount. Not that you need that so much anymore with the big guy here. He's gonna get over anything. Emergence I don't remember being good at all. Portal's okay, I guess. Unformed, I think, is the crazy one. It's from 2020. I guess they're all from 2020. Are they all from 2020? I didn't realize that. But yeah, so all this is the initial wave in January, and then this is from April, and then this one's from October. Okay. Unformed. Activate on these effects. All monster opponent controls lose 500 attack for each ritual monster on the field until the end of the turn. Ritual summon a ritual from deck in defense position by turning monster from hand or field whose total levels. Yeah, okay. Unformed is crazy. Unformed is really nice, and you can get it back with Frochu, which is nice. And then Fool is the other crazy one. It gets to modulate its own level, so that you can use it as the whole cost for something. And then it has a quick effect ritual. Target a ritual in the graveyard. This card's level becomes the level of that target. So that could get you, if you have like Bathor or Aratron in the grave, it gets you an 8, and then the 4 gets you to the 12. So you just have to cycle a 1 in hand to get to the 12. Or, you know, obviously you could just have the 12 in the graveyard and do that, but you'd have to get the 12 back into your hand by way of Frochu. The question is, though, is this enough? Including with all the ritual support that already exists. And the answer, I think, is unfortunately no. Like, these cards are cool. Frochu has a place in the deck. Notre Plura is a good boss monster for the deck that was previously reliant on, you know, whatever ritual stuff you do, and then Bathor pop. And Anastasis is like a good advantage, like a good way to turn your normal combo into like getting more advantage, in addition to like fixing your hand here. But I don't think that fixes the fundamental problems of Megalith. Which is that it's a ritual deck. And unlike other ritual decks like Drytron or especially Mitsurugi, it doesn't really do enough to fix that. If these cards end up NR, though, this will go crazy in NR format. There's a the deck was already insane in NR format. If any of these are N and R, and if any of these new cards here are NR, or if they end up like being commons for common charity, they could be actually insane in that format. So I guess keep an eye out for that. Otherwise, I'm not too sure about these. Notre Plura seems like a really good upgrade for like what the game plan of Megalith is. Frochu helps a lot. I guess like Frochu can get this guy out of the graveyard as well. So that's like something. Like you could have like Fool become an 8 and then use this guy's effect to make Notra. But then you lose... Does Fool have to use itself? Activate summon... No. Actually, okay, Fool doesn't actually need to use itself as material. So you could use Fool's effect and then use Fool as material. Or you could use Fool's effect to summon Bathor. Like, you've got Fool as an 8, you use Fool as the whole material for Bathor. And then, you know, Bathor does its thing, but its thing doesn't require him to stick around. So then you use Bathor as the material. Okay, so I think that's the game plan they actually... now that I'm realizing, I think that's the game plan they want you to do. They want you to go... Fool... Summon Fool. Use Fool to copy Bathor. Or something, or get level 8 somehow. Then use Fool in the opponent's turn to pop their stuff by making Bathor. And then use Bathor and Frochu to go into Notra Plura. But then you're like holding off on making your boss monster negate until after you've Bathor'd. And like you've gotten a valuable Bathor. I don't know. That's pretty rough, if I'm being honest. I mean, like, you can Bathor with Unformed, I guess. Like, get Bathor right out of the deck by attributing hand or field monsters as well instead of using... But, like, then you're not using the Fool effect. Like, what are you doing with Fool? I don't know. These... I don't think they're enough. I just don't think they're enough. And again, you have all the ritual support stuff, but like that doesn't help. That doesn't help Megalith currently. Not to the point where I would say it's anywhere near playable. Like, you know, when people talk about Megalith, they're talking about it in terms of NR format, like or in commentary. Like, it's not a very powerful deck. It has apparently only one wave of support and then 2 extra cards they threw on top of it. Just like completely eschewing the way they normally release archetypes. There's only 11 damn cards for the thing. We're adding 3 more for a grand total of 14 cards. And you're expecting this to, like, do anything? I don't know. I think they're going to need another wave of support if they're going to actually do anything. This is a good start, but I don't think it's enough. I just don't think it's enough. They've got to have, like, what is your starter? What is your starter here? It's any 2 Megaliths. Like, for the most part. It's like you have to have 2 Megaliths. This one doesn't actually have a ritual effect on it, I'm realizing. Well, you actually have to have 3 Megaliths, don't you? Because you need to have one that you can... okay, so the 4s don't have the ritual effect. That's right, yeah. Oh wait, no, they do. It's at the end instead. What the fuck? Why are they in different places for the 2 different levels? Anyways, whatever. So these, like, all the old ones have the ability to ritual summon, but they require you to discard them to do that. So that you discard them, and then you ritual summon a guy, and you also have to tribute something for that ritual summon. That's 3 cards. 3 cards. It is still the same cost as a ritual summon with a ritual spell. It just doesn't require you to draw have any ritual spells in your deck. That's like the benefit of the Megalith archetype. But that benefit is not enough. It's not enough. And these don't do enough to fix that. This one's trying. This card here is trying to fix that. It makes it every time you ritual summon a Megalith monster, you get a card back. So then it's only 2 cards you lose. Yay. No, I like them. Don't get me wrong. They're good cards. They're fantastic cards, I would say, actually. They're really good. Well, I think Notre Pleura is really good, and the continuous spell seems pretty dang good too. Frochu, Frochu's good. I don't know if it's like as crazy as the other 2, but it is definitely good. It's definitely good. Recycling a Megalith card, ritual summoning from the grave, that's not bad at all. Ritual summoning from the grave has a quick effect. That's like pretty decent. It gives you another interaction on your opponent's turn, which I think is an important part. Actually, it might be the best card of them because of that. Just the fact that it gives you another interaction, that's nice. But like, you're burning. You're gonna burn through your hand trying to do anything with this deck. And I don't think that can cut the mustard anymore. Like, I just don't think that's good enough anymore. If it ever was, because Megalith was never good. Back in 2020, Megalith wasn't good, even after the release of Fool. So, yeah, I think that's where I've got to land right now. These are good, not enough. It needs more. It needs more help. Particularly, it needs a fucking what was that most recent Mitsurugi card? Habakiri. It needs that. It needs that. It needs a broken ass card that does everything. They tried to give him a misc. Well, it's not quite a misc. If it was a misc, it'd be even better. But they've got a their own magical meltdown, I guess would be the best way to put it. But again, not enough, I don't think. All right, that's my verdict. What do you think of these cards? Maybe you have the goo on the Megalith deck. You've cracked the code. You know how to play rituals better than anyone, and you have the absolute perfect truth of what Megalith is going to be doing in the next format. Let me know what that is down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment, and maybe shared the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons, Ko-fi subscribers, and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in the credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Jeremy Coatney, Frog Prince Michael, Fleakill, Haru Hayes, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizumi. A big thanks to all my other patrons and to my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.